But you see, folks, this happens all the time. I believe that this is why a lot of the ancient prophecies that talk about these things exist. I don't think these things are actually prophecies. I think they are rememberings. The Hopi prophecy says that the seventh sign is the seas turning black and a large number of living creatures dying because of it. But folks, I don't think that's a prophecy. I think that's a remembering. I think time is cyclic and the seas always turn black. And each time they do, it provides for humankind an opportunity to move into heart energy. It provides an opportunity for the human race to connect with each other. The world that we live in is truly a matrix, and all the world is indeed a stage. It's important to wake up as many people as you can in as gentle a way as possible. But it's also important to understand that there are a lot of people who will never wake up. There is absolutely no way that some people will ever be reached. They'll wait till the world turns into a ball of oil-soaked charcoal, and they'll still be sure to follow corporate protocol. And these people will never wake up. And many of these people will suffer through the changes that are happening. They will suffer through certain earth changes that will happen, through certain economic changes that will happen, through all the things that we're facing. And that's okay. That's okay that this is going to happen to these people. I feel absolute empathy for these people, but it's okay, because that is the purpose that these people serve. This is a matrix, folks. This is a mathematical program, and this is how it runs. The people who do suffer through this period of change, this suffering is necessary because it is only by seeing and experiencing this suffering that the rest of the consciousness may wake up. This is simply how it works. This is how the program runs. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and the earth goes through cycles. At the end of each cycle, we have an opportunity for evolution. And the direction that evolution takes depends on the energetic state of the collective human consciousness. I feel an enormous amount of empathy for all creatures on Earth and for the Earth itself, for the pain that the Earth feels as it now bleeds from this rupture in the Gulf of Mexico. I feel the pain and emotional turmoil of every child, of the 30,000 children who die every 24 hours on this planet. I literally feel this, folks, and I have the utmost empathy for all of these souls, all of the pain and all of the turmoil and bloodshed and war that exists on this planet. But I know that the most important thing through this change is my energetic state. It is my energetic state and the energetic state of those of you out there who understand how this works that is helping wake up the human consciousness. I can see all of the pain and suffering that exists, but I don't allow myself to attach emotion to it. I feel absolute empathy for the victims in these cases. Folks, if I didn't feel this empathy, I wouldn't do this show. I wouldn't say the things that I say. And I wouldn't try to get the message out to people as much as I do. So you must know that I do feel empathy for these suffering individuals. I feel connected to every one of them. But I also feel connected to the perpetrators. I feel connected to everything. And I know that what is waking the world up, and the most important thing that I can do through this whole period, is to maintain my energetic state. And so that's what I do. I mean, I can say the things I do about Israel. I can say the things I do about Obama, about Kevin Rudd, about Benjamin Netanyahu. I can say these things about all of these people without judgment. I can say it simply based upon an observation of their actions. I can say these things because it helps me understand how the world works. See, most of the information that I have, folks, most of the information that I've gotten all through my life comes almost entirely from intuition. I sit there and I meditate, and suddenly I have a realization. So I start researching what I just realized, and I find out that all the evidence is there to support it. This is how it works. I've just learned how to listen to the field, because all information exists within the field. All knowledge exists within the field. All you have to do is open yourself up to the knowledge and listen to the knowing that you have within yourself, because that's what knowing is. When you know something within you, your intuition will tell you whether it's true or not. You know, folks, you know when you're being judgmental. You know when you're making things up to suit your belief system. If you look deep enough, you know this stuff. And you know when something is true. You just know it within yourself. We've just learned to lie to ourselves so much that we tend to not listen to our intuition. This is a lot of what our education system has trained us to do, to basically lie to ourselves, folks. The world is, however, facing a very serious state at the moment, and it's up to all of us to change it. The governments aren't going to do it. It's up to us. And even if things like this oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico prove to be a terminal event, well, that's okay too. Because I know that I am infinite consciousness. Everybody is infinite consciousness. And it is the control of this consciousness that the powers that be have created this whole situation for. They wish to control the state of this consciousness through this evolutionary period. So no matter what happens to this world, no matter what happens to the brothers and sisters all around me that I love, the most important thing of all is the energetic state of the collective human consciousness through this period of change. So it's up to us at the moment, folks. We can let the game play out, or we can rewrite the matrix. We can write a new script. It's all scripting, isn't it, after all? We scripted ourselves into this situation that we're in now, so we can script ourselves out of it, if we choose to do so. But the first step in scripting ourselves out of the situation we find ourselves in is to acknowledge that a situation does indeed exist. Well, that's about it for the show today, folks. It's been a pleasure talking to you again. Thank you very much for listening. Please do continue to visit thecrowhouse.com. If you can help me at all with the donation to help getting this information out to the people, it's very much needed at the moment. I do appreciate any contributions anybody can give. Please do remember the great intention that takes place every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Please do remember to participate. Please do continue to spread the information. And girls, please remember that it's time to call the men home. It really is time to do this. It's been a pleasure talking to you again, folks. I'll look forward to speaking to you again next week. Thank you for putting up with my babblings and meanderings again today. I love you all. Take care until next time. In Lakesh.